I'm inspired by design, and I have to say it over and over and over again. It gets my juices flowing, and I won't stop on a piece until I look at it every single way, turn it around, check out the negative space on the piece to see that it flows just right. That's what this car is all about. Hi, I'm Claudio Camilucci. My buddies call me Looch. I'm an artist, extremely passionate about design, cars, everything and anything dealing with design. I love it. Very much into cars. All the cars that I've had since a kid, I've always done something to it. I can't leave anything alone. I love making it the way I want it. Whether it's color, design, shape, changing something on it. And as a child, my next door neighbor got a '59 Impala, and I thought it was the neatest thing in the world. And I thought one day, gosh, I'd really like to have one of those cars and just have a car. I was so infatuated with the design of the wings, the rear wings. They just flowed out, and I was really thought that was cool. Thinking about the interior on the car was the last thing that I was after. I was walking around the car as though a person was checking out the car. And no top on the car, so someone's standing up. They don't have to pop their head in and look at the interior. They can stand back and see the full view of the interior. I wanted the interior to flow from the front all the way to the back, and I would walk around the car, do my little sketches. Same thing with the seats, the door panels, the armrests, everything had to flow. And I was just drawing after drawing after drawing. And it just hit me one afternoon where I did a rough little drawing, and I went back into like a 1950s mode to think about how cool the interiors were in the 50s and the door panels. And then I just took it from there, and it was just one quick little drawing, and boom, and it was really good. And I went with it, and I just started executing the project. The engine and tran are semi-modern. It's the engine's from a 1990 Corvette, tuned port injection with the 700R transmission. Start it up and drive. It's awesome. It's fuel injected. It's got a little bit of snap to it, but the car's so heavy. I got a ton of Bondo on it, steel, fiberglass, but it still gets up and scoots. I put disc brakes all the way around on it, and air ride all the way around. I'm not crazy about the way the air ride handles as far as a smooth ride, because I really love a smooth ride, but aesthetically, you just can't beat it when you turn the car off, you park it, and you let it set down on its nuts. There's nothing like that look. There's just nothing like it. It looks like it's growing out of the sidewalk, and that's the look I want. I got a set of seat frames, and I hated the way they look. I chopped them up and made them fit the right height that I wanted. And the armrest, I was concerned about the armrest, so I fabricated a set of aluminum armrests and bolted those to the skeleton frame. I wanted the seat to look exactly the way I drew it, afraid that my upholsterer wasn't going to be able to execute it. So I got a piece of foam, a nice piece of 4-inch polyurethane foam, and I carved the seat. I carved the seat exactly the way I wanted it. I gave it to my upholsterer, and I told him, this is what I want. He looked at me and he goes, let's just paint it and stick it in the car. Challenges of the car: a windshield. My drawing was so space aged, and I wanted to keep with my drawing. I wanted to keep with my drawing because it worked. So I was looking at every car I possibly could for a windshield. I went into a parking lot, I went into Publix, and I would just walk up and down the aisles looking at windshields that I thought would probably maybe work in the car. I'm a firm believer in templates. The better the template, the easier the finished work is. And I mean template after template after template. If you have a template that has a cut in it, don't think you're going to make it right with the finished piece. No, make the template perfect. And that's what I did. I made a perfect windshield template, laid it down on a piece of MR10, which is Lexan, cut it out one time. I bent it around my frame, screwed it up, and it was awesome. I was so excited that I got myself the windshield that I want, that I drew, and boom. But it was a major challenge. I love the dash on a 59 Impala. What I wanted to do was capture the essence of it and restylize it. Being in the sign business, I know letters, I know numbers, I know what worked for that era, and I wanted to bring it to a modern time. I love the dash in my car, and I wouldn't change it for anything.